Earlier on, I did a video about relationships and how should a relationship work. They should work in an adult-like fashion. And to tell us more about that, I'm joined by my offsider. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Baron. Good evening, viewers. Yes, relationships are very important in life, Baron. One of the most important things we have to do, so everyone's got to try and get them right.
Right, well, a relationship should work, but the thing I forgot to mention, commit yourself to a relationship and give the person a chance to make it work. Here's my offsider.
Yep, it's a matter of listening, understanding, and responding in an appropriate way.
And
Be nice.
be nice. And another thing, if you've seen the show Married at First Sight, there was lots of drama on that show. And sometimes when you're married to a man, sometimes the person does not respect the one that they love. And that's a sad thing. And ruin their relationships. And here's my offsider now to give you his view on this.
Yep, it's important to respect one another, Baron. Give each other a bit of space. Don't get annoyed or angry too easily.
Or don't use offensive language like I said earlier on. Here's my offsider.
Yep, that's important, Baron. Don't use offensive language.
Because it can really ruin the relationship and the marriage and the friendship. And it can really hurt. Here's my offsider.
Yep, no point being in a relationship. Both people are just angry and trying to hurt one another.
And if you've heard the Carpenters song, Hurting Each Other, I reckon that is a very depressing song. Here's my offsider.
Yep, there's been a few songs through history about people hurting one another, Barry. So let's try and be nice to one another.
And the important thing about marriages, you have to get engaged first and be at an appropriate age. Here's my offsider.
Yep, be good, be an appropriate age, preferably over 18. I think you got to be over 18 to get married.
Yeah, because there's no point having a marriage at a teenage age.
No, you're probably not old enough.
And another thing we'd like to say on the program about friendships is not to do anything inappropriate like hit a man hitting a woman. Hit my offsider.
Yep, there's no excuse to hit a woman, is there, Barry?
Absolutely no.
No excuse for domestic violence. No excuse for yelling abuse at people when you're in a relationship. So everybody, cut it out.
Cut it out or cop it.
Yeah.
Because violence against women, guys, no.
It's a no-no.
And touching appropriately too, that's not on. Here's my offsider.
Yep, and you feel like anyone's been violent to you or touched you inappropriately, what should you do about it, Barry?
Ring the police or the contact team.
Yep.
But outside of the CPA, it's okay to keep your personal lives at bay, but don't bring your personal problems into work. Here's my offsider.
But if you've got something happening in your life you're not happy about, it could be dangerous, ring 000.
Yeah, that's right.
Ask for the police and make a report about it. Someone's abusing you. Do something about it. Don't put up with it.
'Cause
Get worse.
domestic violence, ladies and gentlemen, can ruin the relationships and friendships and marriages. And don't use your car as a weapon to run the person down that you love.
Definitely not.
Here's my outsider.
Definitely not. Don't use a car or a wheelchair to run anyone over, or your motorbike, or anything else.
Or use your fist as a punching bag.
That's right.
Here's my outsider.
Yep. Hands should be used for kindness.
Not for Jeff Panic or using your teeth to bite someone.
That's right.
They are only for chewing food,
That's right.
not to be a savage dog.
And don't kick anyone, and don't headbutt anyone. None of that. No violence against anyone else.
Because just because you've got problems with a relationship with someone, it does not give anyone the right to hit anyone or headbutt someone. Just sort the problem out in an appropriate way, and here's my outsider.
Yep. Every situation can be sorted out with a bit of understanding and talking. Or if you need someone to help, get a third party, get a counsellor, or go talk to a doctor, and they'll help as well.
It's always very important to hold on to a relationship. Don't let it slide. Here's my outsider.
Yep. Relationships are important in our lives. Without relationships, we'd be very sad and lonely, wouldn't we, Barry?
And it's almost time to wrap up the show, but before we do, just remember what I have said on both of these videos tonight. And if you've got a problem with someone, what should you do? Take the person outside and talk to them privately and appropriately. And here's my outsider with his closing message now.
Yes, if you can't sort it out by yourselves, get someone else you trust to help you, or call the contact team, or talk to the manager, or get a counsellor. There's other ways to deal with it, isn't there, Barry? Instead of getting angry.
And don't have an argument in the car either, because it does not help. It won't help, I should say. So remember what we told you out here on the show tonight, and don't fight over who wants to listen to the radio in the van, what particular radio station, and compromise. And here's my outsider now.
Yep, not worth arguing about. The only thing that's worth arguing about is health and safety, Barry.
And here is the closing sequence now. I hope this video has brought you a lot of importance in relationships and how they should work and how they shouldn't work. Just recapping very quickly, please treat the one that you love with respect, and here is my outsider now to say the same thing.
Good to treat everybody with respect, not just the people you like.
Whether you are out in public
Yep, could be strangers.
and never talk to strangers.
Now you can talk to strangers as long as you talk polite.
As
What
long
about
as
when you go to order something in the shop or go to the post office? They're strangers.
speak to them politely, and if you speak politely to them, they will treat you politely and talk to you nicely.
That's right.
And this is where I'd like to close the show tonight. And thank you for your company on this Sunday evening. And we bid you farewell. And remember, the number that we bang on about, do not ring 000 unless you've got a life-threatening emergency. And the police, 131444 for minor cases. But if you are getting abused, ring 000, but only in an emergency. Here's my offsider.
That's right. Get the emergency number for emergencies. We don't want the police and ambulance wasting time.
And that's where I'd like to finish off the show now. And thank you for watching these all important videos. And we'll see you next time on the show. And next time, I'm going to be talking about how to solve a problem appropriately. So here's my offside
Yep, good subject, Baron.
for that.
We'll talk about that next time.
And
Good night, Baron. Good night, viewers.
And good night to my other special guest in there. And good night, everyone. Have a happy week. And remember, have a positive mental attitude, eat well and drink well and sleep well.
And be kind to one another.
And be kind to one another. Good night, everyone. Enjoy your week.